choo-choo, off we go. Hop aboard the Storytime Express with me. As you can see, we are going to learn about turtles today. Aren't they cute? Now let me just say before we get started, there are certain laws about what turtles you may and may not have in your home as a pet. So if you go to a pet store and get a turtle, make sure you know all about it before you purchase one. But our stories today are all about turtles, and turtles are so much fun. Let's get started with our first book. This one is called The Box Turtle by Vanessa Roeder. The Box Turtle. When little Box Turtle hatched, his parents noticed something missing. Oh me! Oh my! But they weren't dismayed. They gave him a name and a shell, both of which fit just right. Now remember, Terrence, you are so much more than just a shell. Terrence's shell kept him dry, even on the soggiest day. Safe from the snoopiest strangers or the scariest nights. It was big enough to share, and Terrence loved his shell. Until one day, "Your shell is weird," the other turtles told him. Suddenly, Terrence's shell seemed too boring, too bizarre, and too big for the little Box Turtle to bear. So he abandoned it to search for something better. There he goes. Terrence searched high and low. You can see his little path. He's looking for things. Until he found his new shell, and it looked sleek. Wowee! What do you find, boys and girls? See the mailbox? Eek! But it showed too much cheek. Look. So the search continued. He looked classy. He looked sassy. He looked just like Grandma Mildred. So he had to look for another shell. Oh yeah! Look what he found now. He found it! A perfect polka-dotted package. Boys and girls, do you know what this is? What's this handle? Pop! That was positively petrifying. He had found a jack-in-a-box. Terrence tried shell, boombox, after shell, a lunchbox, after shell, a garden planter, after shell, a treasure box, but nothing fit. This whole situation stunk. He got kitty litter on him now. A lot. That's it. I give up. Here you go. Oh, look, his little friend the crab was going to give him his shell. Oh, wow. In that moment, Hermit Crab showed what it meant to be a friend. The little crustacean was so more than just a shell, and maybe Terrence was too. Terrence knew what he needed. But when he found his old shell, oh no, he said, it had changed. Looks like a raccoon had used it for a while. It's okay, we can fix it. They got bandages. Look at the little band-aids. Terrence patched on soggy days, and he toiled on chilly days. The task grew big enough to share, and finally the shell was finished. Look at it. It wasn't sleek or sassy. It was far from perfect and definitely weird. But Terrence wasn't dismayed because this little Box Turtle was so much more than just his shell. The end. Such a cool story called The Box Turtle. All right, and now let's read our next story, Emma's Turtle by Eve Bunting. Let's see what's going to happen in this story. I am Emma's turtle. I live in a pen in her backyard. Emma visits me often and brings me snacks. I let her stroke my head. She sits in her swing and reads to me of the world and places that are far away. She shows me pictures of elephants in Africa and kangaroos in Australia. There are tigers in India and panda bears in China. It's all quite amazing. My life is good, but I often dream of the world that is far, far away. One day I tell myself to stop dreaming and go. So I dig a hole under the wire of my pen and squeeze out. There goes the turtle. I am walking in this place I have never walked before. My legs are short and the grass is long. I think this must be a jungle. Perhaps I'm in Africa. Is that an elephant leg in front of me? Oh, I'm going to get squished. No, it's just the stump of a strange old jungle tree. So I plod on. I have come so far now that I think I must be in Australia. Is that a kangaroo leaping through the grassland? No, it's just a frog. But since it is an Australian frog, it is very interesting. Frogs certainly move fast. I hear bell chimes. They must be the temple bells, so I must be in India. Yikes, is that a tiger? I pull my two shells together so he can't eat me, and when I peep out, I see it is just the silly striped cat from next door. I never knew that he sometimes visited India. An Indian beetle watches me. He looks exactly like the beetles I have known, and we are eyes to eyes. It's nice here in India, I tell him, but come and visit me in the United States. It is nice there too, I say. I may do that, he says. I gaze around. Do you know where the United States is from here, I ask. Sorry, he says, and crawls off. I am worried that I have come so far. Will I ever be able to find my way home? Will I have to stay in India forever? A voice is calling, Turtle! Turtle! Where are you? Hooray! It's my Emma! Here I am. I'm in India, I say, but I am using turtle talk and she does not understand. She sees me and picks me up. Thank goodness I found you. Thank goodness. It is so good to be off my feet. I let her stroke my head. She has brought a snail for me in her pocket. It is fat and juicy and splendid. Emma carries me back and sets me in my pen. Strawberry slices are scattered about for my supper. I am tired, but I can still eat. Emma leans across the wire fence. Poor turtle, she croons. I bet you had taken all day to go from one end of our yard to the other. I hope it was exciting for you. Did I really only go from one end of the yard to the other? Astonishing. See, if you look right here, here's his path. This is where he went. Still, it is exciting to have the whole world here in my backyard. I settle down to sleep. A traveling turtle needs his rest. Tomorrow I will dig another hole. I need to go again, and this time find China. That's a cute little story, isn't it? Called Emma's Turtle. All right, so we've read 2 turtle books, and here at the library we have a theme kit about turtles. So if you are interested in turtles or maybe are thinking about getting a pet as a turtle, you might want to come and take a look at what we have in our theme kit. We have this board book called Goodnight Turtles. Looks like maybe those are the sea turtles. Oh, here's one all about sea turtles. Things to know about turtles for kids. Now that's a good one to read up on. And here's another nonfiction book with lots of pictures in it about turtles. Here's Billy the Sea Turtle. There's a little fiction story. Toby the Turtle. and Jack, the turtle who wanted to fly. So this theme kit doesn't have too much in it, but I am sure the librarians could help you find other books in the stacks if you wanted to know more about turtles. So I've got one more story, so let's see what else we have to read today over here in my pile. Our last book is called Where's My Turtle? Can you find the turtle? I'm looking at this page and I don't see a turtle on the cover. Sometimes there's more on the back. Oh, do we see turtle on here? I do not. If you spot it, there's a turtle right there on the spine, but I don't think that's the turtle they're looking for. Let's find out what's going to happen in our book today. Where's my turtle? The little boy has a mess in his room. No wonder he can't find his turtle, huh? Archer lost things. What happened to my pens? I can't find my truck. Who took my baseball bat? Archer cried. And where is Kevin? A place for everything, Archer's mother began, and everything in its place, finished Archer. But I have to find Kevin. What if he's hungry? What if he's lost? He looked everywhere in his room, but all he found was a blue truck. My blue truck! I love my blue truck. It's my favorite. Archer played with his truck, and then he heard something rustle. Kevin, he called. If you put away your toys, said his mother, then it would be easier to find things, especially things that can crawl away. Mom, what if Kevin's thirsty? Have you looked outside? Suggested the mother. Archer looked everywhere in the yard. You can follow the little dotted lines to see all the places that he's looked. I hope by now you realize that Kevin is the name of his turtle. All he found was his baseball bat. I love my baseball bat. I love baseball, said Archer. It's my favorite. Archer started practicing his hitting, but it was not as much fun without Kevin watching. Maybe Kevin is hiding, said his mother. Hiding, said Archer. You mean like he's scared to come out? Archer dug through every corner of the living room, but all he found was his drawing pads and pens. Art was Archer's favorite thing to do. He started making a new drawing, but it was much more fun when Kevin posed for a portrait. Mom, I have to find Kevin. He might be cold or hot or hungry. Remember what I told you? His mother asked. So Archer thought about a place for everything and everything in its place, and he thought really hard. Archer put away his truck in the toy box. He put his baseball hat on the hook in his closet, and he gathered the drawing pens and put them neatly away in his desk. Then, while he was at it, he put away his shoes, his jacket, his pajamas, his baseball glove, his books, and all his puzzle pieces. He stared at his clean, empty room. Mom, I put everything away, but I still can't find Kevin. Look, and here's the turtle enclosure. And if you look really hard, you'll see Kevin on this page. Anybody spot him? Think, son, Archer's mom suggested. Think a way a turtle would think. What if you were Kevin? Archer thought, and he got down on the floor. He felt the shell on his back, and he imagined that he was a small, lost, hungry, thirsty turtle. Turtles like fresh water. So Archer ran to the kitchen and poured a glass of water into Kevin's bowl. Turtles like fresh food. He took away Kevin's old food, and he found a banana and cut it into turtle-sized bites and then put them in Kevin's tank. Turtles like clean tanks, so Archer wiped Kevin's tank until it was spotless. Archer thought some more. Turtles love to be warm, so he opened the curtains wider until the sunshine filled the room. Archer tried hard to keep thinking like a turtle, but all he could think about was how much he missed Kevin. He slumped on the floor. Anything else turtles like? His mother asked. I've got it. Turtles like a friend. Archer whispered, "Kevin, I'm your true and favorite friend, and I miss you. Please come back. Have you spotted him in his room? I can see him." So Archer waited and waited. And then from the dark corner, a tiny turtle crawled slowly out into the sun and across the floor. Kevin sipped on some fresh water and nibbled a turtle-sized piece of banana, and then he headed straight for Archer. "Kevin," cried Archer, "you're my absolutely favorite thing of all." The end. Kevin finally came out when the room was clean, huh? All right, boys and girls, that is our Storytime Express today and all about turtles. I hope you've enjoyed our adventure, and I sure hope that you will come back again and join me for another adventure here on the Storytime Express.